Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm out here with my 2018 F32 440i and we're going to be showing you guys how to tune this car with BM3 3. Let's get right into it. So I actually already have this car flashed with the BM3 tune, but we're going to be changing a couple of the burble settings. I have it flashed with a stage 2 tune because I don't have the TU high pressure fuel pump on this car yet. We're going to be getting that soon, and I'll be flashing it with stage 2 plus and maxing out the stock turbo, but we can't do that right now. So the things you're going to need to just do the flash are, of course, a BM3 license. You're going to need a Wi-Fi adapter or an Ethernet cable. I'll show you guys that in a second. And then you're going to need a laptop or a phone. If you guys are going to be using the Wi-Fi adapter, you can use an iPhone or an Android. If you're going to be using an Ethernet cable, you need a MacBook or you need to use an Android phone. It doesn't work on iPhone for whatever reason. After a certain iOS update, it stopped working and no one can figure out how to get the Ethernet cables to work. So you'll need an Android or a laptop. So I'll be showing you guys how to do that on a laptop today. So let's get it. So before you guys do any sort of tuning or coding on your car, you're going to want to make sure you hook it up to a battery charger that's at least 15 watts of charging power. So I got that, guys. It's a cheap Amazon charger hooked up. You got to ground it off right there at the ground and then hooked up to the jumper spot. And then once you guys have that hooked up, you're going to want to come over to the car and then you're going to want to plug up the OBD2 in the OBD2 plug. Wrong way. And then I'm doing this with the laptop. So I'm going to plug into the laptop and then everything will read. We'll pop up the laptop. Not focused. Pop up the laptop and then you're going to want to load up the BM3 3 OBD2 agent and let everything recognize. So we'll let all that recognize. We'll put the car in accessory mode, let this link up, and we'll start screen recording on here so you guys can see what we're doing. All right, so we got the car linked up to the BM3 3 OBD2 agent, and I'm recording my computer screen so you guys can see what we got going on. So we got the OBD2 agent. You guys will see here, everything's up. It'll say OBD2 agent connection to vehicle is up. Once you guys see that, you can come in here to vehicle. You'll see it's connected. And then you're going to want to go down to, if you've never flashed before, you're going to want to go to OTS maps and pick the map that you want from this map list. You could pick out of a lot of different maps. You can go stage 1, stage 2. I'm going to stay at stage 2 because like I said, I don't have that high pressure fuel pump yet. Once I get that high pressure fuel pump, I will do that. You got the stage 2 E30, stage 2 race gas. I do run stage 2 E30 sometimes, but I'm not running it right now because I don't really have any tires. So it's kind of pointless. But this is all the maps. Stage 2 plus E50. And then there's an aggressive version of every one. The only thing that AGG means is it's just aggressive burbles. So we'll go over to my maps because I already have my maps set up. Right here. And we're going to go to stage 2, 93 octane, last flash. And then we're going to go into the config. And you'll see I have my exhaust burble set to custom. My duration is 1 second because I don't want them to be too long. Even that, I'm going to actually cut that back just a little bit. And then, because that's the normal duration, so we'll cut that back to 9. And then in sport, I'm going to bump that up 1 just because I want it to be a little bit more. And then the regular aggression, so this aggression slider is going to be the aggression in normal mode. We'll turn that up just a little bit because it's not really doing anything in normal mode. And then my aggression in sport, we're going to cut that up to 8. And then my minimum speed, I always keep that all the way down because I don't really care how slow I'm going when it's making noise. And then my top speed, I have it at 100 kilometers an hour. You can even raise that a little bit. You get 115, and then minimum RPM 1200, max RPM 5600. Just that's how it stayed. I haven't really played with that. GTS startup roar I have on OEM because I don't want it to go crazy when I start it up. Cold start cat heating off. So like when I start this car up, it's pretty much quiet and it has a full straight pipe in it and catless downpipe. So kind of happy about that. Max cooling, I keep that off because I feel like the car doesn't really get up to temperature if I leave it on. Electronic wastegate, we leave that alone. That's for upgraded turbo stuff. Exhaust flap sport, open. Speed limiter, we'll turn that off, no limiter. Catalyst cell, off, because I have catalyst downpipe. High pressure fuel pump. Direct injectors, leave all this stuff alone. Torque limit patch, I don't have to touch that because I have an XHP tune. Max boost limiter, PSI, we'll leave all this alone. Anti-lag, on. We'll leave all this stuff alone. Torque reduction by year, we'll leave all that alone. Actually, let's cut down a little bit. 10% in first, 5% in second, just for a little bit. And we'll save changes. Save, success, and then we just go back here. You'll see that all the changes are there. Got all the goodies in there. And then we're just gonna go down here, press flash, press here to flash now, and then make sure you have the seatbelt on in the car so the ignition doesn't turn off. I have it on behind me. And then just flash away. So you can download it and flash it. Usually takes about 2-3 minutes max with the wire. The first time you flash it, it might take a little bit longer than that, but you guys will see how fast it runs through. You're gonna get drivetrain malfunctions and a couple different codes while it's going on, but don't worry about that. It's just going through its motions. You guys see it. Goes real fast. Already almost done, finishing up. Only took 6 seconds. Gonna clear all the codes out now. We got all sorts of code. Chassis stabilization, drive moderately. What else? There's another one that pops up. No, I'd already cleared it out. Restarting the DME. Clearing codes. And success. So once you get that success, you're going to want to turn the ignition off, let the car sit for a second, unplug your OBD, and close up your computer, and then we're going to unplug that battery charger and we'll start it up. At first startup, off the fresh flash, see if it starts. Been having problems with my key battery. I have to put the key up to the side of it, make it work, but let's take this thing for a drive. Alright guys, so we're outside in the 440. We're driving around in comfort mode. And as you guys can see, and you'll see in a second when I make this turn, this thing drives incredibly stock for having about 450 horsepower. Other than the fact that it's loud with my exhaust, I'm gonna be getting an exhaust system soon instead of just running the straight pipe with the downpipe. But for now, this exhaust setup will do. Put it in sport mode. As you guys will see, it'll start popping immediately. If we put it in manual, it just goes crazy. It doesn't want to stop. Downshift sounds wild. Taking on this little back road here. I got to be careful with it though because I'm kind of on some bad tires. We got the BootMod 3 app running on my iPhone over here with the Wi-Fi dongle down there, so we can watch our gauges. I got the coolant temp gauge, we got engine speed, boost pressure, air intake temperature, we got the high pressure fuel pump, the ignition cycle, and I got my knock detection. We make this turn, get on this back road. Hopefully there's not that many people back there. I can get on it a little bit. What are these people getting? Oh yeah, they got that Trump flag. Hell yeah. As you guys can see, this tune does not play. Let's give it to it. Keeps on pulling. not even in Sport Plus. I still got traction on and everything. My garbage tires. When this thing's on the E30 tune, this thing's really wild. We'll make the next turn on the other road and see if we can't get after it a little bit more. Yeah, turn down here. Yeah, show you guys. Oh, we got this guy. Thing sounds nuts. We're having big boy traction problems. Need to get some new tires on this thing, and we'll get you guys some draggy times. See how fast this thing's moving on E30, without E30, before I get the TU pump, after I get the TU pump. We're gonna do a lot of testing with this car. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. By the time I'm done with this thing's gonna be fast. So, as you guys can see, the boot mod tune is absolutely crazy. When it's in comfort mode, this thing drives like pretty much stock, but as soon as you put it in sport mode and you start trying to ask for power, you get it immediately. It's probably running like 450 horsepower right now with the downpipe stage 2 tune and 93. You're probably touching close to 500 with the E30. Once I get the TU pump in here, this thing's really gonna be moving, so you guys definitely stay tuned for that. I'm going to be getting a video for you guys out soon on flashing the XHP and my custom settings for XHP in this car. I'm just going to spend a little bit more time dialing them in. I have them pretty close, but I'm playing with my torque reduction upshifts just a little bit more, and then we'll get that video out for you guys. But that's going to be about all we got for you guys today. Hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.